Dougie D here, your friendly neighborhood Goomba Gourmet. Welcome to my kitchen where we cook, we eat, we drink a little vino or whatever you want, and everything else in life that stresses us out. What do? Forget about it. Well, I know some things you just can't forget about, right? We'd love to forget about this whole coronavirus thing going on, but you know, the reality is we can't. We got to play it safe. We got to be careful. It's a very serious situation, and we just got to be smart, you know. Be safe. That's the main thing. If you can stay home, stay home. It's really important. So I just want to get that out there. It's not something we need to forget about, but it's something we just need to be aware of, okay? It's a reality. It's out there. It's really happening. I never imagined in my life that it would. Never imagined we'd be going through this. Never imagined in my lifetime. But it is happening. It's something we got to deal with. So anyway, you know what I do when I get like that and there's all this craziness going on? I cook. So that's what we're going to do. What have I got here? All right. I decided I'm going to make a seafood stuffed salmon fillet. All right? I probably made this a little hard on myself, as I usually do, because I like wild caught salmon, not farm raised. I probably would have been better with the bigger pieces of farm raised over a smaller piece, thinner piece of the wild sockeye salmon. But, you know, you guys know I never do things really easy, all right? I try my best, but sometimes I complicate things. So what I did, I took the salmon fillet and I cut it in half. Okay, so basically what I did, unfortunately the wild caught salmon is going to break up a little bit. So it's not going to be as easy as I wanted to actually stuff it. But we're going to get through it like we do everything. All right? A lot of people ask me, they say, you know, do you do these, have you cooked a lot of this stuff before? Have you know, done this stuff? Do you do it ahead of time and stuff? The reality is, most stuff that I'm cooking for you, some of it I've done before, but a lot of it I do with you. I think about it, I write it down, I get some ideas, I jot it down, I go shopping, I buy stuff, and I say, let's just go ahead and do this. And hopefully it all comes out the way I think. All right, so what I've got here, all right, I probably have way too much. The one thing you're gonna have to do, what I'm using for a base for everything else that I'm gonna mix all my seafood in and all my herbs and spices and everything else, is my creamy cheese risotto. Okay? That's the one I've already made. It's up on my page. Just watch the recipe for that, follow that, and make this, okay? Because what we're gonna do is we're gonna serve this with it, and we're also gonna use it to stuff in the stuffing, okay? So, yeah, I know, it's just me. I don't know what to tell you. So anyway, let me show you what I got here. I've got about 3/4 pound of medium peeled and deveined raw shrimp. 3/4 pound of scallops. I've got a can. You can buy this already. It's lump crab meat. Okay, I got the lump crab meat this time, not the white crab meat. This is a little more pricey, but I just wanted it for this recipe. All right, so we've got shrimp, scallops, lump crab meat. I've got some onions, garlic, a little celery, parsley for later on. We've got the, I've got about 3/4 a medium-sized greenish red pepper, okay? I wanted to use green and red. I found one that was green and red. So I chopped that up a little bit. I've got here some pecorino romano, grated up. We've got about a tablespoon there. We've got some Old Bay seasoning. I've got some rosemary and thyme. I've got some butter. I've got a little more thyme here. I'm just showing you what I've got. I've got cream of tartar, and I've got coarse black salt. We've got some olive oil. We've got coarse salt, and we've got some freeze-dried parsley on top of the fresh parsley. So what we're gonna do, and of course, creamy cheese risotto that I already made. So what we're gonna do, I'm going to go on to the skillet. We're going to put some olive oil in there. We're also going to put butter. I'm not going to put the butter yet, but you'll see what we're going to do. We're going to go over there. We're going to start cooking up everything that we're going to add to some of this risotto, okay, that we're going to use for our stuffing. And then the rest of this risotto, we're just gonna serve with it. All right, let's go. Come on. Okay, you ready? Me too. I'm drinking a Malbec today. That's good. Usually I drink a bold red blend. I really like that. Anyway, we've got, okay, you see our pan smoking up a little bit? We've got that nice and hot. So, it's time for the oil. Okay, not too much, just enough to start sauteing. Let's drop in our onions. Okay, we get that little see-through look. All right, saute them up a little bit. Okay, the onions are good. Let's get in the garlic. Turn the heat up a little bit because I turned it down. Let's saute that up. Okay, now it's time for the shrimp. Okay, we're just going to par cook them. So a few minutes. Keep stirring. Same thing now with the scallops. Throw the scallops in. Alright, so next, let's take this out. Let's set it aside. I actually cut the shrimp in half while I was sauteing it. Okay. Okay, let's set this aside. All right, next I'm going to add about 1/3 of a stick of butter. Throw in the peppers. Throw in that celery. Oh. Throw in that celery, okay? That's about, it's about a half a stalk actually chopped up. And let that saute a bit. Get it nice and soft. All right, so we sauteed that up, probably about 5 minutes. Okay, in the butter. Now we're gonna add some white wine, a little Chardonnay here. You guys know how much I hate cooking with wine, right? Here. Get that in there. Okay, let's start the season. All right, we're going to reduce this. Okay, start the season. I'm actually going to add a little bit of garlic powder. Got about a teaspoon. Okay, teaspoon, half a teaspoon. Black pepper. Once again, a little pinch of salt. Not much, we don't need much. We got dill weed. That dill weed we're putting about a teaspoon. Okay, next, little paprika. Got a half a teaspoon, and that Old Bay next. Half a teaspoon. A little thyme. We could all use some thyme, right? Not even a half a teaspoon. That's it. Let's reduce this. Turn it up a little bit. Let's get it to a little bit of a boil. Okay, we've got that reduced down. Oh my God, that smells amazing. It really does. You can eat that just like that. put that on a little bit of those toasted pieces of Italian bread. Pour it right on. Melt a little cheese on there. You know, I like my melted cheese. All right, let's take the shrimp and the scallops, throw that back in. Okay, so now the next step is, this is done. So what we're gonna do with this is we're gonna take it off the heat. We're gonna let this cool a little bit, okay? You're gonna let it cool, and then you can even chop these shrimp up a little more if you want. Don't need to leave them that big. All right, for my little piece of salmon, it'll probably be a little better. But you're gonna get the big piece of salmon, okay? Did you watch the mini stuffed calamari that I made? Kind of like that. Get the big calamari. It's easier, okay? So you're gonna get the bigger, thicker piece of salmon, right? Listen to the Goomba. Okay. Because I don't listen to myself, so somebody's got to listen to me. All right, that's it. We're done. Okay, we got a great appetizer here. Put it on those little thin, crispy Italian, and we're done. Okay, bye. No, we'll be right back, and we're going to go over there now, back to the counter, and we're going to show you the next step. Let's go. Okay, we're back. It's time for a little Goomba Gourmet wine. Ah, that's good stuff. My son just said to me after we got done with that little segment over there, Dad, where's your apron? Like, my apron? Yeah, you know, the one you got for Christmas that we went crazy trying to get. Yeah, I said, oh, it's on the chair over there. I forgot to put it on. So here we are, Goomba Gourmet apron. Remember, we got the whole spatula thing going on here too. I think if you see the video before this, with the steak and the linguine and the seafood sauce. Can you tell I like seafood? You'll, I don't know, we did a little song in there. Anyway, let's get onto this. Okay, so we got that all cooked up, which is over here now. And I'm telling you, oh my God, is this amazing. Okay, so that's that whole mixture. This is gonna be real simple. Take it and dump it into a little bit of the cheesy, creamy risotto. Okay, because that's going to be our base for this. If you want to add more risotto, you can, but remember the risotto is also going to be our side dish. So just mix that up. There's plenty of cheese in the risotto. You can add more if you like, but I don't really think we really need to. Okay, so remember that lump crab meat? There you go. That's going in. Wow, wow, that looks awesome. You know what? You don't really need the salmon. Let's just eat it like this. You can really do anything with it at this point. Okay, next thing we're gonna do, that little crema tartar I had, talking about maybe a tablespoon in there. 3/4 to a teaspoon, sorry. Do not do a tablespoon of that, okay? A little less than a teaspoon of the crema tartar sauce. Crema tartar. Okay? The actual powder. Next, we're gonna do a little bit of, probably about a teaspoon of the freeze-dried parsley. So you guys gotta let me know when you make some of these recipes up. People have been commenting on my YouTube channel and also my Facebook pages that they've made a lot of the stuff, and telling you, I'm just so thrilled at the comments, and I love when people tell me how great it came out and that their whole family loved it and stuff. That's awesome, because that's another reason why I do this, okay? For you guys, I'm gonna do it anyway, cook for my family, so why not bring it out there for all of you guys, okay? So, next thing, a little bit of that dill weed in there. We could put a little more, okay? And that's really it. I mean, we really don't need to do anything else. All we need to do now is take some of this and glob it on inside that salmon, okay? This is what we're doing. I think I'm gonna have a little extra too. And honestly, I kind of want to have a little extra because I've got some other ideas that I'd like to do with this. No, me? Have ideas? No, not me. All right, so the tricky part with this piece of salmon is going to be folding it up now. So we're gonna do the best we can, all right? Like I said, buy a little bit bigger, a little bit thicker piece. I think it'll work out a little better for you. So I don't think we need to do more than that. And let's try to flap this over. Okay, this is the part by the tail end that is the tricky part. Okay, that's the part that came kind of like shredded up a little bit. It's a little bit softer, but honestly, not bad. Not bad at all. Look at that. Okay, now we got to season that up. Okay, so let me get right back to you because I'm going to go melt up a little bit of butter, and I'm going to put this in the pan right over here that I've already oiled up. Okay, let me go get some melted butter, and we'll be right back. All right, the butter's melted up. Let's take that. I just want to show you how this came out stuffed. A lot better than I expected. Okay? All right, let's take that butter I melted up a little bit. Rub that on. Okay. Next, let's do a little black pepper. Remember, all these seasonings you can do according to your taste. All right, that's why I'm not going crazy and telling you, hey, put this amount, put that amount. If you have those questions and you really, have no clue as to what, amounts would work, we're going to put them up anyway, probably. So, but right now, I don't see any sense in actually having 50 little cups out here that I got to clean. So, all right, we got the pepper. Let's take a little of that Old Bay. Okay, next step, let's put a little bit paprika, a little sprinkle, a little rosemary and thyme. I still don't know who sang that. Hey Sue, you know who sang that song? Rosemary and thyme, whatever. Peter, Paul, and Mary, maybe? I don't know. You know what? You guys find out and you let me know. How about that? Okay? Because if you don't, I'm going to keep singing it.
No, God! No, God, please, no! No!
Okay?
No!
Just give me some comments on my YouTube channel for this video, or I don't know, any other video. I think I sang it in the previous video. So just drop me some comments and let me know who sang that song, because I can't get it out of my head whenever I put rosemary and thyme on. Rosemary and thyme. Okay, so next, a little Parmesan. Actually, it's not Parmesan. Let me get that right. Okay, we've had this issue before. We use Pecorino Romano, and we got the Pecorino Romano this time. Whichever you want. Pecorino Romano, Parmesan, whichever one you like. They're very similar. One's a little more tangy than the other, got a little more bite. Okay, so next, what are we gonna do? We're gonna try and hold this together. I don't know if it's gonna work, but let's take some toothpicks. Oh yeah, let's go right through there, okay? I feel like a seamstress. So, that's it. All right, from here we're gonna put in the oven. I've had this oven going for the last 42 hours at 370, I've had it preheating for the whole time we've been doing this at 375. So we're gonna throw it in there at 375. let's see how long this takes. What do you think? I don't know, 20 minutes or so? Half hour? We're gonna watch it. Last thing I'm gonna do is probably what I usually do is throw it on broil for a minute or two and just to crisp it up a little bit. All right, let's do that. Let's get it in the oven, okay? I'll be right back. Okay, we're back and we're done. All cooked up. A little bit of garnish. So I put some lemon slices, a little bit of chopped parsley. Here's the cheesy risotto. So what I'm gonna do, and see this? A friend of mine, good friend of mine, co-worker, gave me this for my birthday, along with the oil. And I promised her it would end up in one of my videos. And here it is. Thank you very much, Lorraine. I really appreciate it. That's pretty awesome. All right, so I think that looks nice. Let's take a little piece. Let's get it right on the risotto. And let's give this a try. Ooh, this does look good. All right, so we've got the scallops in there, we've got that lump crab meat, we've got shrimp, you've got the salmon, and the cheesy risotto, all at once. Ready for this? I am. Oh wow, it smells amazing. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. This really came out awesome. I think this is going to be a big hit. I mean, if you like salmon and you like seafood in general, you are going to love this. If you don't want to serve it with the risotto, make rice. My son actually the other night made a little pastina, made it kind of cheesy and stuff. We had that as a side dish. Whatever you want to do, we're going to have this, and I'm cooking up some spinach, sauteing some spinach with garlic and oil, little salt and pepper on that. Boom, that's it, and that's what we're going to have. All right, that's the whole meal. Pretty simple. I don't think that was so difficult. And I gotta tell you, absolutely, amazingly delicious. Really is. Very happy. And I think you will be too. Gotta give this a try. Hit me up on YouTube, give me some comments, let me know if you made it. If you have any questions, same thing, let me know. And once again, you know, all this stuff that's going on in the world, eventually it all comes to an end. We'll all get through it. We just got to stick together and help each other, do the right things, whatever we're being told to do, let's do it. You guys are going to be home, watch some Goomba Gourmet videos, can't hurt, right? And then go cook up. Can't go out right now to restaurants, right? So cook up your own. All right, and you can get the ingredients. Stores are open, all right? Just got to get there before everybody else. Thank you once again for coming into my kitchen, where we cook, we eat, we drink, and everything else in life that stresses us out, forget about it.